the best method to cleanse and detox your body. If you wake up most mornings feeling a little more tired than you should be, noticing puffy eyes in the mirror, dealing with that dull lower backache, or making 2 or 3 trips to the bathroom at night, you are not alone. Most people over 55 think these things are just part of getting older. I hear it every day. They tell me their morning swelling is normal, their foamy urine comes and goes, or their blood pressure jumps a bit after waking up, and they shrug it off as age. But here's the part no one talks about. These signs are not always about aging. They can be early warnings of something deeper happening inside your body. Higher creatinine. Lower GFR. Kidneys working harder overnight to push out toxins your body cannot store. When these systems slow down, even a little, those morning symptoms can start showing up long before any lab test does. My name is Dr. Mattheus from Kidney Health 365, and I want to clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings I see in older adults. Many doctors simply say, drink more water or cut back on salt. These are helpful general tips, but what they rarely mention is how certain morning habits quietly place stress on your kidneys every single day. And when that becomes a pattern, your filtration rate can drop without you even noticing it. In fact, one long-term observational study following over 2,000 adults found that people with poor morning hydration and inconsistent routines saw up to a 0.4 mg per deciliter rise in creatinine compared to those with stable habits. That may sound small, but for aging kidneys, it can make a real difference over time. The good news is you are not stuck with this. When you understand what your kidneys are trying to tell you each morning, you can make small changes that support them instead of stressing them. And some of these adjustments take less time than brewing a cup of coffee. The first habit takes only 2 minutes, yet it can completely change how your kidneys handle toxins right after you wake up. And before we get to that, we need to understand something even more important. This brings us to the real reason people feel the urge to detox in the first place. When most people say they need a detox, they are not really talking about toxins. What they're describing is a feeling. That sense of heaviness after a few days of poor eating. The sluggish mornings after a weekend of too much sugar or alcohol. The brain fog that makes it harder to focus. Or that uncomfortable awareness that their body feels older than it should. These moments create a kind of panic, and the quickest solution that gets advertised everywhere is a cleanse. A juice. A powder. Something fast that promises to undo a week or a month of habits in 24 hours. Here is the truth many older adults never hear. The desire for a detox usually shows up when your body is trying to tell you something. Maybe you feel puffy. Maybe your digestion is off. Maybe your sleep has gotten worse. These changes make people believe their body is full of toxins, when in reality it is the natural stress placed on your organs over time. According to a report published by the National Institutes of Health, more than 60% of adults over 50 experience digestive or metabolic fluctuations linked to lifestyle, not toxins. Link for reference. I've included the full article link down in the description. And this is why so many people search for a reset. Not because the body is dirty, but because their habits no longer match their health goals. When you understand that deeper reason, the whole conversation around detox becomes clearer and less overwhelming. Now that we know why the urge to detox feels so strong, it is time to look at what your body is actually capable of doing on its own. And that brings us directly into the truth about detox and how the human body really cleans itself every day. When we talk about detox, most people picture lemon juice, green smoothies, fasting, or some kind of 7-day cleanse. But the real truth is far more practical and much more empowering. Your body already has a complete detox system built in, and it has been working non-stop for you every single day since the moment you were born. The problem is not that your body does not know how to detox. The problem is that your daily habits may be slowing these systems down more than you realize. Your liver is the main processing center. Every time something enters your bloodstream, your liver decides whether it should be transformed or be removed. Alcohol is one example. The body cannot store it, so your liver breaks it down into smaller compounds that can be eliminated. Your kidneys act like high-precision filters. They take those compounds and remove them through urine, helping keep your blood clean and balanced. Your lungs also help push out gases and environmental toxins you breathe in. Even your digestive system plays a role by trapping and eliminating waste so it never enters your bloodstream in the first place. These are not separate systems working alone. They operate as one team, and when they function well, you feel it. You wake up with more energy. Your digestion is smoother. Your urine is clearer. Your blood pressure is steadier. But when these systems get overwhelmed by long-term habits like irregular sleep, overeating, dehydration, or frequent drinking, the signs begin showing up in quiet ways. Morning fatigue, puffiness, mild back discomfort, darker urine, and headaches are often the results of these detox systems doing extra work through the night. One study published by the National Institutes of Health followed more than 2,000 adults and found that hydration, sleep consistency, and lower sodium intake were strongly associated with improved filtration performance. You can view the summary on the NIH website. You can read the full report from the National Institutes of Health here. This does not mean detox products are harmful by default. It means that the real power to help your body lies in predictable, sustainable habits. Your natural detox system works best when you nourish it with healthier routines instead of chasing fast solutions. And when your kidneys, liver, and lungs get the support they need, the results can be surprising. Your body begins to feel lighter. Your mornings become easier. And the pressure on your filtration system decreases naturally over time. Now that we understand how the detox system actually works, it is time to look at the big question. If the body already has a detox system built in, why do so many people still feel weighed down, sluggish, or in need of a cleanse? That leads us to the next important part of this discussion, where we uncover why the traditional cleanse approach often sends people in the wrong direction, and what you should be focusing on instead, especially as you get older. Let's move into the next section and talk about why cleanse and detox programs are usually aimed at the wrong target and what that means for your long-term health. When most people feel heavy, bloated, sluggish, or inflamed, the first instinct is to look backward and blame something they ate or drank. That is the moment when the idea of a cleanse becomes tempting. A 3-day juice plan, a lemon water fast, a herbal flush. These approaches feel quick, clean, and corrective. They promise to undo damage. And for older adults, especially, the appeal comes from wanting to feel lighter and more in control of their health. But the truth is that most traditional cleanses lead your focus away from what actually improves your body's natural filtration systems. The biggest issue is that cleanses focus on repairing the past instead of building healthier routines for the future. They are positioned like a reset button. You eat too much over the weekend, so you cleanse on Monday. You drink more alcohol than usual, so you detox the next morning. This pattern creates a loop where habits stay the same, but you use a cleanse as a temporary bandage. Instead of addressing the true cause, fatigue, dehydration, poor sleep, high sodium intake, or stress, you focus on short-term fixes that never strengthen your body's natural systems. Another problem is that many cleanses remove nutrients your kidneys and liver actually need in order to perform well. Extreme juice cleanses lack protein. Fasting methods may lower your energy levels. Low-fiber detox plans can slow digestion. These issues do not damage your filtration organs directly, but they can make your body work harder than necessary. And when your kidneys are already filtering slower with age, any extra workload makes symptoms like puffiness, morning heaviness, or dark urine even more noticeable. There is also a psychological trap. When people rely on detox programs, they often feel a sense of relief from taking action, even if the action does not create real long-term benefits. It becomes a cycle where guilt leads to cleansing leads to temporary improvement, and improvement encourages returning to the same habits that caused the issues in the first place. This cycle is especially common among older adults who are trying to change their lifestyle but feel overwhelmed by conflicting health information. Marketing contributes heavily to this confusion. Detox products are designed to sound dramatic and urgent. Words like flush, reset, remove toxins, or repair the body give the impression that your organs need help doing their job. But kidneys and livers do not need dramatic resets. They need consistent support. They need hydration, balanced meals, lower sodium intake, and manageable stress. Cleanse programs skip these points because they are not as exciting or easy to sell. A study from a well-known internal medicine research group reviewed over 1,000 adults and found no measurable improvement in kidney filtration after short-term detox programs. You can find similar summaries on many trusted medical sites, including the National Institutes of Health. These findings do not mean cleanses are harmful. They simply show that the promises often do not match the actual biological impact. So the real issue is not that detox programs are bad. It is that they distract you from what truly helps your body function better as you age. You end up investing energy in quick fixes instead of building small habits that have a much stronger impact on your kidneys, liver, and overall health. And that brings us to the heart of the solution. If cleanses are pointed at the wrong target, what should you be focusing on? Instead, the answer is more achievable than most people expect. Let us move into the next part and talk about the lifestyle habits that support your body's natural detox systems day after day in simple and sustainable ways. When we strip away the marketing hype and quick fix, promises what actually keeps your body clean and functioning well is not a 3-day juice fast or a colon flush. It is the steady rhythm of daily habits. These habits support your kidneys, liver, lungs, digestion, and immune system, the systems that do the real work of cleansing every single hour of your life. And for adults over 55 building, these habits matters even more because the body's filtration efficiency naturally slows with age. The good news is that you do not need dramatic programs. You need simple, repeatable actions that your body can count on. One of the most powerful habits is balanced hydration. Not extreme water intake, not water fasting, but consistent hydration throughout the day. When your kidneys do not get enough fluid, waste becomes more concentrated. That is when you see darker urine, morning heaviness, and the feeling of being sluggish even after sleeping. A steady intake of water keeps filtration smooth and reduces the stress your kidneys experience overnight. This approach is sustainable and far more effective than any juice-based detox plan. Another crucial habit is eating like someone who wants their organs to last. That means reducing highly processed foods, lowering sodium, and focusing on whole foods that offer fiber, antioxidants, and natural hydration. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and lean proteins help your liver and kidneys work with less strain. It is not about perfection. It is about consistency. A meal pattern that supports your filtration organs every day has a much greater impact than a short-term cleanse that empties your stomach but leaves your habits unchanged. Sleep is another overlooked part of the detox conversation, especially for older adults who often deal with light sleep, frequent nighttime bathroom trips, or early morning swelling. During deep sleep, your brain and nervous system perform their own cleansing cycles, clearing waste products that build up during the day. When sleep is cut short, that system does not work as efficiently. Over time, this contributes to fatigue, brain fog, and a feeling of being weighed down. Supporting your sleep routine with small steps, a calmer evening routine, earlier hydration, or lower nighttime sodium can make your entire filtration network function better. Movement also plays a role. You do not need high-intensity workouts. Gentle walking, stretching, light strength training, or chair exercises keep blood flowing smoothly. Good circulation helps your kidneys and liver receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to filter effectively. Many adults over 55 underestimate how much even 10 minutes of movement can change how their body processes toxins and inflammation. There's also the emotional side of detox. Stress, frustration, and guilt over health choices often push people into extreme solutions. But the truth is that stress itself affects your hormones, your sleep, your blood pressure, and ultimately your kidney filtration. Calm, realistic lifestyle adjustments work better than anything fueled by pressure or self-punishment. So, the real path forward is not about undoing the past. It is about supporting your body steadily day by day. Hydration, balanced meals, lower sodium, better sleep, gentle movement. These are the habits that actually detox your body because they strengthen the organs that do the detoxing. And now that we have explored why habits matter more than cleanses, Let us bring everything together and look at what all of this really means for your long-term health. Let us move into the conclusion and highlight the practical steps you can take starting today. As we wrap up today's video, let me bring everything back to the heart of our message. We talked about why the idea of a quick detox sounds so tempting, why so many people believe they need one, and the simple truth that your body already has a powerful built-in cleansing system. We looked at how your liver, kidneys, lungs, digestion, and immune system work together to filter waste every single day, and why real results come from steady habits, not extreme programs. And most importantly, we broke down the lifestyle choices that actually support long-term detox, the kind of choices that help you feel lighter, clearer, and more energized from the inside out. But here's the part I want you to remember. The longer we ignore the early signs, fatigue, swelling, brain fog, poor sleep changes in urination, the more stress our organs have to carry. These issues often progress quietly. By the time symptoms become obvious, the damage may already be more advanced. That is exactly why starting today matters. Not next month. Not after another round of trying a cleanse that cannot fix the root cause. Your body responds to what you do daily, and you do not need drastic steps. You need small, steady actions that build strength over time. So here's what you can do right now. First, choose one habit from this video and commit to it for the next 7 days. Whether it is consistent hydration, lowering sodium, eating more whole foods, or building a gentle movement routine, just start with one. Second, give yourself permission to focus on progress, not perfection. Even small changes can shift how your kidneys and liver handle stress. As always, remember that everything shared here is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, and it should not replace guidance from your healthcare provider. If you have concerns or plan to make significant lifestyle changes, be sure to discuss them with a professional who understands your personal health history. If this video helped you see detox in a new light, I would love for you to subscribe to Kidney Health 365 and turn on notifications so you never miss new content. And if you want to continue supporting your kidneys in simple, natural ways, make sure to check out our next video, Top 4 Fruits That Help Flush Toxins from Your Kidneys While You Sleep. It is one of our most helpful guides, and I think you will get a lot out of it. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.